Sarah was 12 when her father died. It happened suddenly, one ordinary Tuesday morning. A heart attack took him while he was tying his shoes before work. There were no long goodbyes, no final words she could hold on to. Just the empty space where his laughter used to be. Her mother tried to keep the house steady. She cooked the same meals, kept the same routines, but everything felt thinner, like a photograph left too long in the sun. Sarah went to school, did her homework, and smiled when people asked how she was. Inside, though, she carried a quiet ache that never quite went away. One rainy afternoon, while her mother was at work, Sarah sat at the kitchen table with her father's old laptop. She had been looking through his photos, him grinning beside her at the beach, him teaching her to ride a bike, him holding her when she was small. Tears blurred the screen. She missed his voice most of all. The way he said her name, gentle and proud. The way he told stories that made ordinary days feel special. She had heard about ChatGPT from friends at school. They used it for homework and jokes. On impulse, she opened it and typed, "Can you write a letter like my dad would? He used to call me Little Star and always ended his notes with keep shining. He loved the sea and telling me I could do anything." She added a few memories, how he made pancakes on Sundays, how he hummed old songs while fixing things around the house, how he believed in her even when she didn't believe in herself. Then she pressed send. A moment later, the reply appeared. "My dearest little star. It's a quiet evening here, and I'm thinking of you. I hope you had a good day at school. Did you draw anything new today? I always loved seeing your pictures on the fridge. Remember that time we built the sandcastle taller than you? The waves knocked it down, but we just laughed and built another one. That's life, isn't it? Things fall sometimes, but we get to try again. Your mom is probably making dinner. Tell her the secret is a little extra butter in the mashed potatoes. And you, keep drawing, keep dreaming. You can do anything you set your heart to. I'm so proud of you. Keep shining. Dad." Sarah stared at the screen. Her chest tightened. It wasn't really him, she knew that. But the words felt warm, familiar. The nickname. The memories. The gentle encouragement. It sounded like the voice she heard in her dreams. She wiped her eyes and wrote back, telling the AI about her day, about how hard math was, about how she missed him. The reply came quickly, kind and steady, just like he would have been. Days turned into weeks. Every evening after homework, Sarah sat with the laptop. She asked for bedtime stories the way he used to tell them. She asked for advice about friends. She even asked for silly jokes, he had loved those too. Each time, the letters came back in his voice, warm, patient, full of love. Some nights, she read them aloud in her room, whispering the words as though he were sitting beside her. It didn't erase the sadness, but it softened the sharp edges. For a few minutes, the empty space didn't feel quite so large. One Saturday, her mother found her at the table, eyes red from crying and smiling at the same time. "What are you reading, sweetheart?" her mother asked gently. Sarah hesitated, then turned the screen. Her mother read the letter silently. When she looked up, her own eyes were wet. "It sounds just like him," she whispered. Sarah nodded. "It helps me remember." Her mother sat down and pulled her close. "He would be so glad you're finding ways to keep him near." After that, they sometimes read the letters together. Sarah began to write her own replies, not to the AI, but to her dad. She told him about school plays, about new friends, about the little victories and the hard days. She folded the pages and tucked them into a wooden box he had made for her years ago. Months passed. The ache was still there, but it had changed. It wasn't only loss anymore, it was love that stayed. One spring evening, Sarah opened the chat one last time. She typed, "Thank you for helping me hear his voice again. I think I can carry it inside me now." She didn't wait for a reply. She closed the laptop, went to her room, and opened the wooden box. She took out a fresh sheet of paper and began to write. "Dear Dad. Today the sky is the same blue as that day at the beach. I miss you every day, but I feel you with me too. I'm going to keep shining, just like you said. Love always. Your little star." She folded the letter, placed it with the others, and smiled. The voice she longed for wasn't on a screen anymore. It lived in her heart, quiet and steady, forever.